Hey, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Davon. I just came back from AEW Double or Nothing. It was a great show. I enjoyed everything when it came to the atmosphere that was there at the MGM Grand. I had such a lovely, great time, and you truly got your money's worth when it came to everything that see happen. I enjoyed every single match on the card, down to the women's division, down to the men's final, the Anarchy in the arena. It really was mind blowing. The crowd was so loud that you pretty much couldn't hear yourself. But pretty much, I had a great time on the floor seats and pretty much was on the sun when it came to everything, all the brawling, as well as the cage matches when it came to Adam Copeland and Malachi Black, as well as the women's division. Tony Storm and Serena Deeb put on a showcase, but I feel like it was very mid because the crowd felt like they were fairly flat when it came to everything initially happened. But pretty much everything under the sun, I really enjoyed myself. But let's go ahead and get into the card breakdown. We had Team AEW taking on the Elite in the Anarchy in Arena. We had Willow Nightingale taking on Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. We had Swerve Strickland, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Christian Cage. As well, we had Adam Copeland, the TNT Champion, taking on Malachi Black in a barbed wire steel cage. We had Roderick Strong taking on Will Ospreay for the International Championship of AEW. We had AEW Women's Champion Tony Storm taking on Serena Deeb. We also had the IWGP Championship Eliminator match as John Moxley taking on Konosuke Takeshita. This match was hard hitting and smash mouth, and they delivered true strong style. We had Trent Beretta taking on Orange Cassidy. This feud is continued to be red hot when it comes to everything that could actually happen, but I enjoyed that singles match. We as well had a triple threat match, a three-way dance. We had Kajori Shibata taking on Hook and FTW champion Chris Jericho, who's with his new persona from the Learning Tree. And I enjoyed this match, even though it was a whole lot of shit show with the weapons and everything that initially was implemented. But I had a good time when it came to AEW, and you truly got your money's worth when it came to everything that happened. Then we had the Bang Bang Gang taking on Death Triangle. This trios match really delivered. Had such a good time with the prop spots, jumping, everything under the sun, and you really was gonna get your money's worth when it came to trios action. Then we had Thunder Rosa taking on Deonna Purrazzo. This was a technical match that you really couldn't truly ask for. I enjoyed that Deonna played a little bit of the heel, as well as Thunder Rosa pretty much was a truly fan favorite, and the crowd was popping red hot when it came to her just in general. Then we had the Acclaim and Daddy Ass taking on Brian Cage, or we would call them the Cage of Agony. And this match was decent when it came to trios action, but the crowd was red hot for the Acclaim, and you knew you was gonna get your money's worth when it came to everything that see happen. Then we get into the show. Let's go ahead and get into this actual review. We had the kickoff of the kick-in, the buy-in, which we had Deonna Purrazzo taking on Thunder Rosa. This match was truly a technical match from start to finish. A lot of chain wrestling, a lot of maneuvers. Everybody was able to hit their signature moves, and this match really delivered. The crowd was red hot for Thunder Rosa. A lot of Spanish crowd was there and having their own chants going directly for Thunder Rosa. But Deonna was in her own, and I was cheering for Deonna. But pretty much the conclusion of the match happened where the Virtuosa was able to get the pinfall, and Thunder Rosa fell defeat to Deonna after a nice combination win, and then of course assistance with the ropes for getting the pinfall. But we're looking to see how things initially transpire as the feud continues to be pushed, as they're looking to get in the prime spot to face the whoever may be the AEW Women's Champion throughout the night. But pretty much it was a solid deal when it came to, we know who the next challenger is. Deonna is the next one in line, and she's looking to step up to the plate, and I know she's going to do her best job possible. Then we have the second buy-in match of the night, which was the Acclaim and Daddy Ass taking on the Cage of Agony. This match was everything you could ask for. The fans were truly vocal for Daddy Ass when he got the hot tag and everything that initially happened. The prime spots, Throughout the whole match, Gates of Agony really controlled majority of the match, taking out the Acclaim and keeping things at a bay of keeping Anthony Bowen down to the ground. But pretty much when Daddy Ass got the hot tag, it was great little atmosphere. The crowd was really good, even though some people were saying on social media that they felt like the crowd was flat, but you had to be there to really enjoy how things were turning out. And I feel like AEW truly delivers every single time when it comes to a pay-per-view, and you know you're going to get your money's worth each and every single time. Then we got down to the ending of the match where things broke down when we had the Las Vegas Golden Knight mascot stopped the Machine Brian Cage from getting a chair, which allowed Daddy Ass to pick up the victory while hitting that lovely Famouser, and Acclaim pick up the victory for the 1-2-3. Even though this match was decent from my own personal take, I enjoyed it, and I give this match a solid 3.8 out of 5. And I really enjoyed it when it came to just everything that was going on, including the people I was hanging out with at my front row over there on the floor, and I had such a great time just in general. Then we had another great video package from Willow, which was fantastic. As well, we had other things that was going on, including little interviews under the sun when it came to Thunder Rosa's face paint, as she was talking about the conclusion of things that broke down after she lost, as well as things broke down as the Claim got on the mic and pretty much had a nice little say afterwards. After pretty much they was going to their little commercial break throughout the show, but with the crowd really had a great time, and I enjoyed the rap as well that was displayed by Max Caster. Pretty much you got everything you couldn't got from, and it was decent from what it was, and I had a good time watching that match. Then we got ready for the actual prop star of the night, probably one of the top matches of the night. We had Roderick Strong taking on Will Ospreay for the International Championship. This match was delivered from my own personal opinion. Will Ospreay truly was the true MVP of this match. He delivered so many phenomenal moves. He reminds me of AJ Styles when he was coming up as well in the TNA, and he delivered all those nice arsenal moves and hitting those nice, lovely signatures. But he was able to put the Undisputed Kingdom to bed rest, pretty much taking them all out. But of course, the big factor was Undisputed Kingdom got involved when Wardlow was trying to get involved, and then pretty much about to set up the powerbomb, but he got caught red-handed by the referee. The referee was kind of lackluster throughout the whole match, but things broke down as Will Ospreay was able to get the win with the hidden picture Stormbreaker, and pretty much was able to put the 1-2-3 to Roderick Strong. I look forward to them really having a rematch. This match truly would deliver. I think Roderick Strong needs a breakout on his own and be into his own deliverance of being his own superstar. But pretty much when it came to everything that happened, the bump spots, everything that initially happened, but involvement as well when it came to the Undisputed Kingdom. But you really had so many great takes when it came to everything that initially happened, and including when Will Ospreay did this nice backflip off of Roderick Strong's chest, and then pretty much hit him in the nuts afterwards with some kind of spot, and it was nice. As well, we had a funny part where they were chanting Jesus. Of course, we had somebody that was in a crowd who was dressed up fully as Jesus, and it was kind of funny when it came to everything initially broke out. But they were pretty much chanting for him, and he got a nice little spot out there in the crowd as well. Then we had, after the match, after everything smoked and cleared, then we had a surprise appearance from Adam Cole, which came out, and the crowd was red hot, and his entrance propped. They did the whole Adam Cole baby chant and everything under the sun, and it was a nice appearance for him. Of course, he then was trying to be faced with the crowd for a little bit, but then he turned and basically just talked shit about Las Vegas, and the crowd continued to boo him, and then things initially broke out from there, and then he was berating about how things initially happened as him being a devil, but then the lights blacked out, and then of course we had a nice lovely video package up the ramp in the show, MJF's silhouette into his household, basically pick up the scarf, showing him the skirt, going up to one of his jackets to get a photo that was with him and Adam Cole that was ripped up, and he put them together, as well as he grabbed the ring, the Dynamite ring, and then pretty much things broke out as went black again, and then the lights came on for a second, and Adam Cole was looking around like I guess nothing happened, and then boom, right there and there, MJF music hit. And it was a great, nice spot of seeing MJF coming out with a little Triple H little flavor, coming out with the little jean, split cut off little silhouette jean with the little leather, but he had his own little logo on the back as he came out, and that was a nice little take when it came to him coming out, and I enjoyed everything that initially happened, and the crowd was red hot. And then of course Adam Cole was trying to save himself. He was trying to give a hug, but before that even happened, MJF gave a nutcracker and pretty much hit him in the balls, and then pretty much hit him with a DDT, and then he grabs a mic and tells the staff to help him out to the back. And of course, he said he wanted to get things started. He got into his promo, and it was a deliverance. And he said he's not going anywhere, and pretty much he is the lone wolf. And he showed a tattoo that shows "Bet on Yourself," and it has the AEW logo in the middle with a chip. So initially, he's saying he's not going to WWE. So he got his money that he initially wanted. Probably was a money game for 2024, and he got what he wanted, being not only the top guy in the company, but as well by getting his bag. And I can't be mad at that when it comes to what MJF wanted, just general. He's great when it comes to everything initially in general. And you know you're going to get your money's worth when it came to everything that happened. And then that pretty much was the end of their promo. But I highly recommend for you guys to go check it out on YouTube. And I truly know you guys are going to enjoy it when it came to everything that initially happened. Then we head to a promo with Jay White and Pac after they got things underway. When it came to the initial everything that initially happened, the key moments that had broke down were everything that initially happened, and I enjoyed everything about that promo, as well as the previous match with Roderick Strong, and as well as Will Ospreay, and then as well as the little crowd hypes. And Jesse Roberts was really great when it came to keeping the crowd invested throughout the whole entire time there at the MGM Grand. And then we got ready for the women's match of the night, which is Toni Storm, the AEW Women's Champion, taking on Serena Deeb. I feel like this match was very mid. The crowd kind of lost interest in this match, but they were chanting for Toni Storm as she initially was the face in this match. And it was a lot of back and forth. Both ladies were able to get off their signatures, but the conclusion of the match happened where Toni Deeb ended up losing after Toni Storm was able to hit that Storm Zero for the pinfall for the 1, 2, 3 and put everything to rest. But in overall, the ladies were able to go for a solid of almost close to 20 minutes, and it was pretty decent. But I still feel like it was just very slow paced, and the crowd really just wasn't invested. But they still were. But Luther was nice enough to keep the crowd going when it came to keeping us all invested. And I truly enjoyed everything that actually happened in that match for what it was. Then we got ready for Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta. Trent Beretta came out to a new theme. I love the whole entrance video package that he had set up. And as well as Orange Cassidy came out to his original theme. The crowd was singing along to it even after the song went off. And this is a lot of back and forth. This is what you really ask for in a technical singles AEW's match of these two originals going back and forth. A lot of transitional moves and everything under the sun that you really can ask for. Trent Beretta was controlling the majority of this match. He was trying to get heat, but it wasn't happening. The crowd just was not giving it to him. But Orange Cassidy was just getting red hot. The crowd was red hot for everything with him. And you knew you was going to get your money's worth when it came to Orange Cassidy. But the conclusion of the match ended up happening after Orange Cassidy was able to get a combination roll up for 1, 2, 3. And then Trent Beretta looked surprised, and he pretty much walked out. But of course, Orange Cassidy ended up celebrating with the crowd, and things were really good when it came to everything that initially happened. And of course, he slowly walked out the crowd. Of course, the lights went out and everything, but he still was high fiving with the crowd and everything, even though they were doing whatever was going on in between the little time break, cleaning everything up, getting everything, all the props ready for this next initial match, which was Chris Jericho versus Hook and versus Shibata. These boys went back and forth. They had a whole lot of weapons into this match. Everything you truly can ask for. Table spot, which was a botch spot from Shibata. Looked like they were hooked. Shibata was trying to do something off the top rope, like uh, looked like he was trying to go for a Samoan drop, but ended up overshotting it. But then Jericho was leading the majority of the match. He was able to prop a table in the corner, and then Shibata was able to put Jericho through the table from there. But Big Bill implemented himself and got involved. But as well, Hook got that nice spot of hitting him with the Northern Light suplex through the table on the outside. But things initially broke down as Jericho was able to get the victory by hitting that lovely shot directly over to Shibata by hitting that lovely elbow and putting things to rest by picking up the 1, 2, 3. And of course, we continue to see how the feud continues to pick up a Hook. As this was a solid match, I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. And I enjoyed everything that initially happened in this match, and I look forward to seeing more of it when it comes to the feud with Hook and Chris Jericho. But we know we're going to see more with this Judas Effect, and of course, with the FTW Championship being on the line from there. Then we got ready for the red hot match of the night, the IWGP qualifying match, Jon Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita. Jon Moxley was red hot. He came over to my section and everything like that during his entrance, and pretty much it was a good time of seeing Moxley coming out. He was banged up, taped up, everything. Not Shibata, but Takeshita really picked a part of everything in this match. This was hard hitting as you truly can get when it came to the technical wrestling styles of everything. But I really enjoyed everything that actually happened in this match. You got everything that you really can ask for, and it was decent from my own personal opinion. Things that she broke down when it came to the conclusion of the match, as Takeshita took the loss and he came away looking strong, but Moxley was able to pick up the victory by hitting that lovely Death Rider for the 1, 2, 3 to pick up the initial victory afterwards. But we shall see how things come about their things in this match. Callis was working overtime. He was on a commentary in this match as well. He was in his involvement when it came to talking about Orange Cassidy and so many different things. I wasn't able to hear the commentaries, but it was all good. But being there live at the AEW Dynamite Double or Nothing was great. I had a great time, and you truly got everything that you initially could have asked for. Then we had Adam Copeland for the TNT Championship taking on Malachi Black. This match was phenomenal. I give this a 5-star. It was bloody on all ends when it came to everything that actually happened. We had Adam Copeland coming out with the Brood entrance, but with the AEW twist, the crowd was red hot when it came to the pyro and everything, which was red hot and loud. Malachi Black came out looking prime and ready to go. These boys delivered everything this he could have got under the sun. Malachi did some gruesome moves, as well as Adam Copeland taking a weird bump spot, diving off the cage, but landing on both legs. I don't know what that was about, but he should have just went and just did a nice belly flop and he would have been all right. But initially, we're not sure if he's injured or not. But we shall get more information as the coming week comes along when it comes to everything with Adam Copeland. But this felt like a true Texas death match style. It was violent. It was brutal. It was everything you initially could have got for. We had appearance by the House of Black that came out. They gave us a swerve when the ring broke out. And we saw them going to the outside. And things initially did break out from there, as I saw how things initially transpired, as we saw the House of Black got on Adam Copeland's side for a moment, and I thought we was going to get a swerve and we was supposed to have a new Brood, but then they put the beat down to Adam Copeland and assisted Malachi Black. But then of course Brody King was about to go for a weapon for a chair, but got tripped up, and then the lights went out and Gangrel came out and hit 2 impalers, not only on Murphy, as well as taking out Brody King. And things broke out when Adam Copeland was able to hit the finish with the spear. and of course was able to hit the crossface over Malachi Black, and pretty much he passed out because the barbed wire was around him and choked him out to pass out, and Adam Copeland was declared the winner of this match. And then afterwards, we had a nice sour moment, a lovely moment when it came to Gangrel and Adam Copeland celebrating and hugging in the ring. And this match was everything you truly could have asked for. I enjoyed everything about this match. I love the nice touches when he had the little lights at the top of the cage, as well as you could see get a little bit more better lighting, and everything was great that you truly could ask for. The prime spots, the wow factor, the catch us off guard. It was everything that we truly asked for, and I had a great time. Then we get ready for Willow Nightingale taking on Mercedes Moné for the TBS title. This match was decent, a lot of back and forth. The crowd was red hot when it came to Willow. Mercedes was holding her own as well. These ladies went 23 minutes with a banger. They went back and forth, technical wrestling, outside moves, a lot of transitional defense, countering each other, gut wrenches, German suplexes, Mioras, everything that you truly can ask for. I give props to these ladies. These ladies put on a 5-star match. Even after everything initially happened, when Willow was about to go for the victory for the Dr. Bomb, but got cut off, and she was distracted by, of course, Stokely Hathaway, who actually distracted, and then the CEO took advantage by hitting her finisher, and was able to pick up the victory with the 1-2-3 afterwards, as Mercedes Moné became the new AEW Women's TBS Champion to celebrate. And it was a great time seeing how things had transpired. And the real juicy part happened after the match, after Mercedes left up the ramp and everything like that. Then we had Stokely Hathaway berating Willow, as well as Chris Statlander. Then Chris Statlander shoved Stokely Hathaway and said, "Don't talk to my friend like that." And she initially helped Willow up the ramp after Willow took a sour loss. Before they even got half up the ramp, Chris Statlander finally turned heel, slammed Willow down, just put the beat down to her afterwards. Then Stokely laughed and smiled, rolled out the ring. Chris Statlander flexed, and Stokely Hathaway pretty much have his new golden girl, as Chris Statlander is now officially heel under the banner of Stokely Hathaway. But I like to see how things may transpire with Willow. Willow's looking to probably get some vengeance sometime this Wednesday, as they will be in Los Angeles. And as well as we're looking to see how things will initially transpire, as Willow may clamp her runes and go from there. Then we got ready for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. It was Swerve Strickland versus Christian Cage. This match truly delivered. You got everything that you initially got out of this match, including involvement with the patriarchy, helping out. Prince Nana was involved as well. They tried to set Prince Nana up, and then pretty much he got injected out the ring. Same with the patriarchy. They got themselves involved, and then they got injected. But the conclusion, funny part happened was when we had our Nick came back right back down, as well as coming down from the patriarchy. But Prince Nana came down with a metal pipe, was chasing him around through the arena, and that was the funny, nice little spot that I really enjoyed about the whole entire segment. But we thought Christian had the victory after the distraction. He hit the kill switch for a 2 count, but things broke down quickly, as it was a nice transitional spot into the ropes, and Swerve was able to hit the transitional move by hitting the lights out and pretty much countering. And then afterwards, got the crowds was red hot for Swerve, and he was able to hit the Swerve stomp to hit the initial victory, followed by the house call for the 1-2-3. And we got everything that we initially wanted from Swerve. This is an A+, 5-star as well, from my own personal opinion. I feel like AEW continues to deliver when it comes to pay-per-views, but this match was great. Kept me highly invested. The prime spot was the post match, where Nick Wayne pretty much was involved majority of this match, including hitting a cutter and so much more. But as well as Swerve celebrating with Floyd Mayweather, who was at ringside, over by the commentary, and he celebrated with the crowd. And then after that cut off, he started to still celebrate with the crowd, walking through everything as they initially got everything ready for the Anarchy in Arena, which was Team Elite versus Team AEW. This match started off with the hurry as as the Elite came out, which is the Young Bucks, with so much pyro. You thought they were the Golden Boys. And then Okada came out as well. Before Okada even got up the ramp, they got cut off by FTR as well, Bryan Danielson, and things initially broke out into a full-out brawl. Then afterwards, everybody got into a brawl as things initially broke out all over the arena. We had theme songs being played. We had so much different things happen, including the plug for the new Reebok shoes, which was on thumbtacks, and so much more, including as well as their ropes. Young Bucks had some nice little gear when it came to their actual theme. The bloodshed was all over. The bus spot when it came to Darby Allin getting hit by a bus again. Darby Allin getting hanged up. He was over here. He pretty much everything. Darby, I thought he nearly died in that match from everything that happened. But it was a nice take. He had thumbtacks on his face to keep it from getting broken again. So pretty much he was all good to go until they took it off and then hanged him and then did a double super kick and then pretty much hanged him off the ropes. But pretty much I enjoyed it. They were all over the arena. They came down my way as well. Okada gave a nice spot where he's about to go for that lovely Rainmaker celebration and flicked the fans off, and they pretty much booed him and told him he sucked. And so much more happened in this match. This match really was a whole crash and burn from everything that you actually got for. But the conclusion of the match happened when we ended up having the Golden Boy as well as the Scapegoat. Jack Perry ended up hitting the running knee to Bryan Danielson for picking up the 1-2-3 by actually doing Bryan Danielson's finisher. And Elite celebrated up the ramp, and things just broke down from there. Then afterwards, Tony Khan came out to told us to have a safe night, and it was a great show. AEW continues to deliver each and every single week when it comes to their shows that they put on, and I had such a great time. And you know you're gonna get your money worth when it came to everything that initially happened. But overall, I'll give this a 5 stars when it came to this initial pay-per-view. I had such a great time. I highly recommend from any of you guys, if you gotta go to an AEW show, I highly recommend the pay-per-views, because AEW is always going to deliver when it comes to non-stop action, doing your money's worth, and you're going to have a great time. But all the while, I appreciate you guys coming through the show for this AEW Double or Nothing review. Post your comments down below, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.